And just this week, they had AP, Reuters, and others come out. The guys can pull that up if you're a TV viewer. Listeners can pull it up just by going to a search engine, an NSA two-way mirror, basically, and putting it in. Just know what it is when you go to the Oracle. You don't just get info from it. It gets info from you, what you're thinking. And you go in and look it up, that now they're saying, oh, extremists have gotten guided missiles, and they are going to hit Europe and America. Can you imagine when they just take a blind eye, order stand-downs? In fact, I predict that in the next 2 years, probably sooner, in Europe and North America, you're going to have al-Qaeda groups, or it might be Shiite they blame. They'll let a Shiite group in, not controlled by Iran. Iran's not dumb. They're not overtly doing stuff with look at attack. They'll be let in, and there'll be a drill at the exact same time, say in Boston or New York, or maybe Austin, Texas. And they'll let a real extremist in with 2 heat seekers, and they won't shoot down one. They'll wait till 2 go in the air. I know how they work. They'll shoot down 2 commercial airliners with heat-seeking missiles. And there'll be a drill of that happening at the same time. So any cops that catch them, the feds can let them go and go, no, it's a drill, see. That's how it all works. You just let them in for the drill. I've seen this. They run the same playbook. They may change it, but they never do because it works. Just remember, they're going to blow up aircraft. Just remember you saw the show. They're going to blow up aircraft, and then they're going to set up checkpoints on the highway, searching all the vehicles looking for more heat seekers. And simultaneously, they'll have news headlines everywhere. Alex Jones, the traitor, says the government did it. And so I won't be lifted up as the Pulitzer Prize for telling you this. I'll be attacked. I'll be attacked. And it may get worse. They may let a group do a small, low-yield nuclear detonation to bring in martial law. I mean, who stands to gain from a nuke going off? Who stands to gain from missiles shooting down airliners? Who gave them the missiles? You see the total preparation to go after the Tea Party, gun owners, libertarians, real conservatives? Because they've already said we're the terrorists. So this whole system you see being set up is for us. And they already said on MSNBC twice last week, I found a new video, that it was libertarians that bombed the Boston Marathon. I'm not kidding. You didn't know you did that? We're going right back to your phone calls. I'm asking, what is your line in the sand? We're either going to have it towards the end of the broadcast today or on the nightly news tonight. Jakari Jackson's put together a 1 year later, the Boston bombing, looking at that false flag and everything that happened there. Don't air it today. I'll air it tomorrow. I need to get into the reports that we've got here. Clinton files on media enemies have been released. Learn what Hillary meant by vast right-wing conspiracy. They were scared of the internet, period, of WorldNet Daily and Matt Drudge. And that was when that was all just starting, that, oh, my gosh, we don't want them to have a voice. They want everybody silenced so it looks like they're in control. These people are not impossible to beat. In fact, they're quite easy to beat if we just stand up against them. Speaking of dangerous, remember when the terrorists were al-Qaeda? And then we were pointing out, hey, you know, the CIA and other governments, the Saudi Arabians especially, are funding al-Qaeda and protecting them and using them as a secret army to overthrow the Serb areas in Kosovo, to attack the Russians, to attack areas in Europe. And these are real jihadis, real terrorists. It's just that they're funded and protected 3 layers up by the West. Oh, Alex, how dare you say Dick Cheney had the plunger on 9/11 like Wile E. Coyote? No, that's not what I said. They're criminal, radical Muslim networks that are being protected in jihad centers here in the U.S. I'm even going to send some of our reporters to one very soon that's in local news but not national news, where they actually have training camps and they're left alone because they need that as a reason to take over. Boston bombing. The older brother was on the CIA payroll. That came out in even British news. The Russians blew his cover and said, does this guy work for you? Why is he allowed to fly with a fake passport and a fake name? He was sheep-dipped, folks. He had a fake name. Did you hear that? Funded by the State Department through Georgetown University to go over there. And then, oh, we got to get rid of him. The younger brothers said he's not guilty. And they're keeping that trial secret under national security because he's in there saying he didn't do it and he was set up. Shut up, you traitor. We all know the government didn't do anything wrong. Now, here's the headline, Infowars.com. Al-Qaeda in Syria gets anti-aircraft missiles, or manpads. Obama admin floats PR campaign for weapons sent years ago. And they're announcing why they did it. And it's actual Saudi Arabian, real Wahhabi Al-Qaeda. Let's play some of that video, then I'm going to go back to your calls. Video and audio. Here it is. Modern stingers. Unbelievable.
الله أكبر. فرقة 9 قوات خاصة. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أبطال فرقة 9 قوات خاصة. الله أكبر.
And there's videos of TOW missiles, anti-tank missiles, and these guys shooting aircraft down. I mean, those are high-powered missiles. That thing must have gone 5,000 feet.
تم بعون الله إسقاط طائرة حربية وهو المظلي.
The globalists want our guns,
الله أكبر.
and they want to call Bundy a terrorist. But these guys they're giving weapons to. And they're saying if we don't overthrow Assad, Al-Qaeda will nuke the West Coast, the East Coast. All right, that's enough. Please turn it off. I mean, it's so elementary what's going on. And I don't think the average police officer or average FBI agent or average person, even the CIA, wants to be any part of this. Everyone has to remove their consent from this fraud. And this, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is being used to overthrow our culture and bring a police state.